Hi, hello, how are you? Amanda, Seint artist. I'm gonna do my eye makeup. I've been doing my eye makeup the same the last week because it's easy and fast, and I need easy and fast today, and I thought I would show this combo because I recommend 3 colors in all of my color matches, which is Drift, Clair, and Oak. But I love Philly. Don't mind my hair, it's still drying and doing its stuff. But I wanted to show this because I love Clair, I love Drift, and I love Oak. I used it when it's a great brow color for a lot of women. You can get it wet, make it darker, you can lighten it. It's a great color. My heart's with Philly. I love that color so much. And so adding one more color to your tin or to your palette is so great. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I do it. I use Seint's Shadow Sense, and it's good. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just doing an eyeshadow tutorial today. We're not doing face, and that's it. I'm gonna be using my BK Beauty 203 brush, and this I use solely for my eyes, for prepping with my primer. I'm gonna try using words today, but this is a really great color. This is the color Candlelight, and it cancels out discoloration. So I had an ingrown hair, so I have a little red mark, but I also have discoloration along my lash line from my lash primer. Words are hard. I'm trying here. I do typically talk fairly quickly, but this helps give you a nice blank canvas to start with. Sometimes I'll pull it under the eyes just to clean things up a little bit. I prefer doing my eyeshadow first because of fallout, especially when you're playing with a color like Philly. I don't want to add to my under eye darkness, so I don't want it to mix with my makeup. Okay, I'm going to go to my third layer here. I'm going to keep with this brush. I'm going to go into Drift first, and I'm going to be using 2 colors, Drift and Clair, as a base. This is a prep and base, but also my transition color, and I like using this brush for that. I use light colors on this brush, but anytime you're going over your primer, you should be going over it with a powder, and I don't like to put dark colors on this brush. It's, again, purely for prepping. Usually I'll use Paris or Mama or Pup or Cupcake, but today I'm going to use Clair. It's a matter of quickness and convenience, so now I'm just going to rub into Clair, and I'm going to go all the way from my lash line up on my lid, and then I'm going to just windshield wiper, or you can tap it up and out, because again, this is going to be like a transition color, so I'm going to keep it really high. Usually I put Leo here. This is such an easy, simple eye look, and it's something that I like to talk about because I have a hood on the outside. Every hooded eye is not the same, and a lot of people, it gets into a kind of a hood competition, whose eye is more hooded, wait till I'm your age kind of a thing. Hooded is hooded to you and how you feel about your eye. I push my eyeshadow up and out to avoid the look of a hood, or to accentuate the hood. I want it to look like it's not quite as hooded as it is. We can't take away where the crease is, but by applying our color around the creasing is going to help reduce the look of a hooded eye, and it's going to open it up a little bit more. All right, so I've taken that Clair, I've done a little extra work of just working a little more on this. I like a good denser brush, but again, this has barely any tint to it. It does have a touch of pink. I love Clair. It's such a beautiful color, but it's going to be my transition color as well as my lid color. And this combo goes with everything. So you could do this as your go to work look. And then at the end of the day, if you want to jazz it up, you can take any shimmer you want, any matte, any shimmer, any pop of color you want, and add it to this look, and it will work. Okay, I'm going to go to my eyeshadow brush, the fluffy end, and I'm going to go into Philly. I'm just going to go right on the top part, flick off any excess, and I'm going to go outside of the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm just going to push it in, but I'm going to, mainly it's where I'm holding my brush. So when I'm working on my lid, I keep it straight out and I press it in. Then I hold it up and down and I push on that brow bone and I push it over, so it stays above the crease and not into the crease. If I did this, it would just go right into the crease. Then when my eye opens, it would all disappear. So by coming outside of that outer corner and then working my way up and holding my brush this way, it pushes it up above the crease onto that brow bone, and that Clair gets to peekaboo out the top. And then I can just go in right here. I'm going to use the small end, grab a little more. I'm going to push this across the lash line about halfway over. And then I could just go in and I can pull this color where I want over. I like this small one because it just helps get a little more detailed like that. Then you can go under. So simple. So up and down, tap it off. Outside corner, this is going to give you width to your eye and lift to your eye. Pushing it inward, then holding it straight up and down. I like to hold it a little farther down the brush. It just gives you a little more control, and it's going to let it blend out a little easier. I notice it when you hold it closer to the bristles here, you tend to push harder unintentionally, okay? And you want to be able to see, your hand can block a lot, so doing that, all right? I have that ingrown hair as texture. Texture is texture. There's nothing I can do about it right now except just wait for it to go away. And I'm going to take what's left and go under the eye. I don't like a whole lot under my eye lately. I think it can make me look a little more mature than I want to. And that's it. That's the eyeshadow look. All right, I'm going to take a pencil. This is Revant. I think that's how you say it. This is a gel eyeliner. I like it just fine. I do prefer, I need a little palette. I do prefer a Maybelline Tattoo Studio. I just think it transfers on easier. Less transfer, but I'm gonna waterline and press into my lash line here. This is just gonna give me the look of an eyeliner without closing off my eye. And so I really focus on the lash line on the outside, and then I just waterline the lash line all the way to where it stops growing. I'm gonna take an etch brush on the short end, and I am going to grab that gel liner and I'm just going to blend it outward. When you press into your lashes, you will have some to grab. So before it sets, especially if you're using Maybelline, just grab that short end of the etch brush and start playing with it. All right, so just grabbing it, pulling it upward from that waterline along that lash line, and I just like the soft smokiness of it. But sometimes I will tap into Philly and a touch of Salem. If you don't have Salem, get the brush wet, tap into Philly, and this will give you pretty much the same look. And it'll be a eyeshadow, so it's gonna have a softness to it, whereas using a pencil or a liquid can have a very harsh, maturing, eye closing look. So grabbing just a little bit of Philly, a little bit of Salem. If you just have black eyeshadow liner on like most of us do, you can do that. Some people have pried them out and put them in their palettes. It works great. Okay, taking my mascara, I'm using Tartelette by Tarte. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't give me the volume I love out of other mascaras, but it is expensive, so I'm gonna use it until it's unusable. And then I'll go back to my Bare Minerals Lashtopia, because that's my favorite. It's kind of picking your mascara is picking what you like your lashes to look like. And for me, it is volume. I like volume at the base. It gives the illusion that my eyeliner goes all the way across. And I do focus the most of my mascara on the outer half. All right, grabbing a little bit on the bottom, filling that volume, and then with the magic of video editing, I'm gonna have my face finish off. And you could see the way that while right now it's not, I don't know, I feel like eyeshadow just doesn't look its best until it's done, like the whole face. You need one to work with the other. Okay, and that's it. Same eye look, no retouching. The way makeup just pulls everything together is so nice, but this is such a simple look. And then at the end of the day, if you're gonna go to dinner and you just wanna jazz it up, you can pop any color. Pink, purple, blue, gold, silver, whatever, green, any color you want. Just pop that little pop of color with this, and it goes with everything. It's an everything eyeshadow, and it looks great on, I would say, almost anybody, okay? So it's a good eyeshadow. It's a simple eyeshadow. It'll get you out the door. Have